Welcome to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. It's the last game of the night, the last division championship to be decided, and the last man to walk in to the Final Four. It's Reed Duthie. Pleased to be joined by my broadcast partner, Brandon Scott. And Brandon, this one for the Celtos division. Riley Bizot and the St. John Sea Dogs up against Santa Claus. Brandon Hoffman and the Erie Otters. Hoffman has been on a roll in the suit, but Bizot has played a couple of tremendous games in his own right. Like we've said, in every game coming in, flip a coin.
Yeah, exactly. I think the one thing that separates this game from these two competitors is Brendan Hoffman. He's definitely an all-around great player. He's good in all three zones. Well, Riley Bizot, he's not afraid to risk it for the biscuit. He does a couple gutsy moves that will either work tremendously or it could blow up in his face. So it should be interesting to see what will work.
I believe you're talking about when he took control of his own goaltender in the second round against the Rimouski Oceanic and turned the whole game on a dime.
Exactly. That play honestly got me out of my seat. The fact that he jumped to play the goaltender, and then the double pad stack plus the poke check. I don't know how you pulled that one off.
Well, here we go. The St. John Sea Dogs in the blue, trimmed with the white and black. The Erie Otters in the whites, trimmed with the yellow and blue. Swankler for Galad, and that one couldn't get past Jones. Drouard up ahead. DeRoche works wide into the right wing corner. Oh, Jamie Drysdale, green light hit. Puck played to the side of the net, won't get out. Watt takes away. That one played off and into the corner. Drouard out to the top, stolen by Swankler, and what a pace to open this one.
Yeah, both these guys firing on all cylinders right now.
Drouard fired that one off the backboards. Turned from Watt to the front of the net. That one taken away, and now it's Galad. Maxime Galad jams the brakes on. Tried to play for Jack Duff. That one got intercepted, and it'll be carried on and out of the zone. Sea Dogs, three wide, attack the line. Puck got deflected. Sproul steps in, hip check, steals it away, and he'll move it up for Galad, whose long drive caught the outside of the post. Now Kyrou wanders out top, puts the brakes on at the boards. Galad had to come off his skate. Sproul in front, couldn't make connections with Fowler, who was crashing the crease, and now Drouard going the other way as we approach 7 minutes in, and the breakneck pace causes a penalty. Kyrou's going to head off. Power play for Bizot and the Sea Dogs.
I didn't think we were actually ever going to get a penalty or a stoppage in play. With the way these two teams have really started this game, as they're both just pedal to the metal right now, as it's been a phenomenal start to this game.
McDonald on the draw with Yetman. Yetman gets it on for Kishnik. The defenseman bravely stepped up, and now Swankler for Kishnik out front to his backhand. Couldn't find a lane to Yetman, which is what he wanted. Kishnik back to the top of the line. Henry takes. Playing back, Yetman. Out wide for Kishnik, who's wide open. Remember, Erie's on the penalty kill here as Kishnik centered it for Swankler. Swankler steals it right back to his backhand. Great stop by Jones.
Yeah, what a play there, as it looked like he might have juked out the goaltender, but somehow gets a pad on it.
Yetman with a steal. Wanted it across for Swankler. Henry follows the play. Swing and a miss. McDonald going the other direction. Plays wide for Leonard. Back to even in full 5-on-5. St. John never even got set up with that power play, as the long drive will be handled by Campbell. He'll spill it to Kishnik. We're about halfway through the first period. Henry to Kyrou, on to Hoffman, who turns wide, past two centers. Couldn't get a clean touch in front. Selin keeps it alive. He'll walk on, playing to the front of the net. Hoffman's there around the side. He draws a penalty, banks it off of one of the Sea Dogs, back to Jones. The defender had to catch it as Brendan Hoffman is turning up the tempo.
Yeah, this is an excellent start for both teams right now, and Hoffman, it looks like he's gaining a little bit of control now. It's all about if he can deliver on this power play.
Brady Burns heads off to the box. Fowler will lean in for the draw with Reynolds. Draw one back to DeRoche. Drouard run into. Duff through neutral ice to McDougall. Back for Duff, who steps in. McDougal out top for Drysdale. Jones had to be quick to handle that aside. Puck taken right back by the Otters, sent to the front, picked back up, jammed for Fowler. Jones gets in front of that, and Rude will play it along for Jouard. He runs into trouble from Hayden Fowler. Drysdale got it back forward, but the puck kicked loose. It'll be slowed down and played forward for DeRoche. For Jouard in front, and Duff takes that back the other direction. On to Fowler. Now Spruill. Turns wide. In front, McDougal. Couldn't get a clean touch. He was too tight to Jones's goal, who was able to kick it aside. Burns out of the box, dumps it deep. Drysdale back for the puck. McDougal carrying along. For D'Amato. Little flip to himself. Hits the brakes in the corner. D'Amato keeps going. Feeds for Fowler. Save made by Jones. 4:52 left to play in the first period.
Yeah, the Erie Otters are really turning up the thermostat in this game so far. They're really putting the pressure and the onus on the Sea Dogs.
Draw one back. Sellen's drive. Jones got that with the glove. Tried to press his man to the boards. Now flung ahead and carried on out. Poke loose. Hoffman had it. Sellen wanted possession. And now it's played all the way back down, and it'll be started over. Vandervlei works wide, left wing side. Pulls up to the line. McCallum's there. McCallum to the middle of the ice. Tossed one through the slot. Campbell controlled and played it on. Sidor into the offensive zone. To the front of the net. Tried to play that along. Got it right back. Hoffman around back of the goal. From the top, long shot. Jones, save. He'll hang on. And a faceoff will come to his right as we have almost expired the first period.
Yeah, Jones had to be careful on that play as there was an Erie Otter right on his doorstep.
Draw one back by the Otters. Played out high. Jones collects. Villeneuve up ahead for Jouard. To Waugh. Into the offensive zone. That's taken away. And it'll be Lockhart up ahead. And with 0.8 of a second left in the opening frame, Erie offside.
Yeah, it looks like he tried his best to slow down, but had a little too much momentum building at that blue line.
And that is going to do it for the first frame. A great back and forth period, Brandon. Nothing to show on the scoreboard thus far, but man, was that played at high speed.
Yeah, exactly. I think this has been the most action-packed first period so far on the night, as just both teams really leaving it all out on the ice.
Thanks for tuning into the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. Be sure to follow the Canadian Hockey League on Instagram and Twitter by following CHL Hockey, and stay connected on Facebook by following the Canadian Hockey League. As we get set for the second period, 9-3 the shots in favor of the Otters. But that doesn't tell the whole story, Brandon, as we saw the Sea Dogs have some extended offensive zone pressure themselves.
Yeah, exactly. The Sea Dogs, they started this game red hot as they were really forcing Brendan Hoffman on his heels there at the beginning. I'm only surprised he only had that amount of shots, as it felt a little more even.
Both teams were 0 for 1 on the power play in the opening frame. We'll see if special teams makes any sort of difference down the road. As the Sea Dogs win the opening draw of period number 2, they look to get right to the attack, but it's stolen. Galad for Yetman, who breaks in. Yetman and Bizot does it again with Jones. Takes control of his goaltender. Double pad stack and denies.
Yeah, that's nothing new for us now. Bizot, he loves to take control of the goaltender and risked it again with that beautiful double pad stack.
Now, the one thing that I think you've got to be concerned about is Erie's going back to the power play. Jeremy Poirier nailed for a trip. Brandon, if this game were to go to a shootout, you'd have to be a little bit concerned if you're Brandon Hoffman, because Riley Bizot is so comfortable controlling his own goalie.
Yeah, I know. It's honestly phenomenal. And goaltending in this game is even a little weird to do. It's definitely a unique skill.
Yeah, it's not easy. Spruill backhands it to the net. Jones will keep hold of it, and the faceoff will come to his left. 17-16 to play in the second period. That could give Bizo a big advantage if this were to be, all the way through overtime and into a shootout, but there's a long way to go before we get there. As Fowler has it stripped in the corner. Now McDougall drives, Spruill wide of the net. Fowler back in front for McDougall. Great save by Jones. Rude for Leonard working wide. Plays it in front, they score! McDonald opens the scoring. St. John has the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Cameron McDonald, he finally busts open the goose egg after the Erie Otters. They come out with a lot of pressure in the second period, but the Sea Dogs, all they need was one opportunity, and that's exactly it. Going in on what it looked like a 2-on-0 or a 2-on-1, and just a beautiful feed in front, beats the goaltender, and that's a 1-0 lead for the Sea Dogs.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, Brandon, is this game will decide which team has a numerical advantage going into the Final Four. So far, one team from each of the WHL, OHL, and QMJHL have advanced. Whoever wins this game gives their league a numerical advantage. As Drysdale's shot bounces loose, he finds his own rebound and tucks it in. Jamie Drysdale ties the game at 1.
Well, Santa Claus reached into his bag of goodies and gifted Jamie Drysdale with a beautiful opportunity to find the back of the net, and he will take advantage of that, getting his own rebound out in front, and makes no mistake about it as we take a look at the replay, as it looks like there's a cluster of people in front of the net, but Jamie Drysdale, he comes up with the puck, and make no mistake about it.
What was even more impressive about that, Brandon, is that it was a shorthanded goal for St. John, and Drysdale responds immediately with a power play goal on the same man advantage.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of an odd sequence, but we got a tie game.
Now, we talk about numerical advantage moving into the Final Four. The pattern was the OHL came into the second round with 8 to the WHL and QMJHL's 4 each. Is right again. The Erie Otters with Chad Yedman on the doorstep are going to pick up another. Yedman unassisted as again the puck just falls to him off of the Galad chance. Things are going right now, Brandon, for Brandon Hoffman.
Yeah, it looks like Chad Yetman, he could lead the slate tonight with that beautiful shot. Somehow gets it through the goaltender. And again, it looks like the Erie Otters, they had a lot of pressure in this second period, and now they're starting to see some results out of it.
So face-off, Rude picks it up. 14:20 left here in the second period, and just like that, the Otters have taken the lead. Hoffman now to Selin. Oh, what a gorgeous goal. Brandon Hoffman with the spinorama goes against his own momentum, finds Selin. It's 3-1 Erie. Oh, was that something else?
That is just spectacular. I think that's goal of the tournament so far. It looks like the floodgates are open for the Erie Otters as they just have everything working for them right now. Just an unbelievable goal by Brendan Hoffman.
Hoffman forced 3 defenders to him, and that left Selin wide open backside. D'Amato will pick up the secondary, and just like that, after taking the 1-0 lead, the Sea Dogs find themselves down 3-1 with 13 minutes left in the second. Puck played in wide of the goal. DeRoche in front for Kotkov. Nearly cut right back into it. Hoffman circles back, feeds Selin, who drives forward. Selin drags through one, tried to pinball it through another, and the puck will be tossed the other way with Reynolds well up ahead of everybody else. Puck whacked around the backboards, taken by the Sea Dogs. Waugh is there, playing along. DeRoche. He's interrupted. DeRoche gets it back, plays to the middle for Waugh. That taken aside by Cohen. Cedar on for Cohen. Now Lockhart can't get clean across the line. Cedar run over. What a hit that was. Burns up for Savoy, and that one rolled wide of the net. Reynolds there had it poked away from him. Just over 8 minutes left in the second period. Chance to the front of the net is poked aside. As Brandon, right now, we're seeing St. John mount some pressure, but a potential 2-on-1 as a result. Up ahead, out front, they score! Jamie Drysdale, the defenseman, jumped in on the 2-on-1, and he'll make it a 3-goal utter lead.
Yeah, what a play by Lockhart here. 2-on-1. He just strings a perfect pass straight to the tape. And Drysdale will make no mistake about it as that defenseman not afraid to jump up in the rush with his blazing speed. He's just wide open to the side of Jones, who looked like he actually got to there in time, but could not read the puck fast enough as that one finds the back of the net. It looks like the Otters are starting to run away with this one, Reed.
It sure does. 7-11 left to play in the second period, and Erie has turned the lead to 3. McDougall in over the line, turns to the line, Duff to Drysdale off back glass. 6:10 to go in the frame. St. John, what they really need here, Brandon, is they need to get at least one and then get out of this period.
Yeah, you can tell you need to start small. Once the lead is this big, you need to just think one goal at a time if you're the Sea Dogs.
Long drive again went wide of the net. McDonald for Bizot. Back to McDonald. Tries it for Bizot once more. There's the goal they needed. Riley Bizot gets one with himself. It's 4-2.
Well, if there's anything we know we can confirm in this tournament is Riley Bizot, he's not going away quietly, and he does just that. Using his own player in the game, he'll cut this lead in half, and I think the Sea Dogs are far from over with this one.
Well, at the very least now, Brandon, if they can get out of this period after giving up 4 straight goals and getting one back, they can at least get a bit of a breath. They can't allow any more damage here. If they were able to get another one, fantastic. But the key now is get out of this period and reset.
Exactly. And if Dylan Champagne could score 2 goals in 20 seconds in the final minute, anything could happen.
Exactly. And that was not exactly what Riley Bizot needed, as he's going to take a tripping penalty. Rude is going to head to the box. And with 2:50 to go in the second period, it's going to be a bit of a test to get out of the frame here.
Yeah, this is going to be a big penalty kill coming up for the Sea Dogs, as they can't allow a power play marker for the Otters.
McDonald and Yep on the draw. It's scrambled and taken away by the Sea Dogs. Good start on the penalty kill. Up and over the line. Played into the left wing corner. Now, if you're the Otters, you'd love to get one right back here, and they're going to have a chance. Breakaway in, and Bizot takes control of the goaltender, Jones, and makes another huge save. Puck scrambled in the slot, stays with the Otters. Pass doesn't work immediately, but Erie's going to have a chance to set up. Duff to Drysdale. Steps down, pass into McDonald's skates, and now it'll be carried on and out. Duff pokes it back, but again, Brandon Bizot, he's going to stop some hearts before this is over.
Exactly, with his signature trademark move, the double pad stack.
Half a minute left in the second period. Leonard works it up ahead for Burns. Back for Leonard to the outside. Long shot deflected off of a leg. Duff will take, carries on, but he'll run out of time in the period before he can get the shot away. At the end of 2, it's 4-2 for the Otters. But Brandon, that last goal and the big save from Jones at the end under Bizot's control, that could be something to build on if you're the Sea Dogs.
Yeah, that was already a turning point for him in a previous game. So let's hope he could find that same chemistry, that same thing that worked. He's done it again. Let's see if he can do it another time.
What does he have left in the third period? We'll find out. Thanks for watching the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. Be sure to enter for your chance to win daily prizes and a chance of winning a grand prize of a $1,000 prepaid Visa gift card. Today's promo code is Sorrento, and you can enter the contest at chl.ca/Memorial E-Cup. Once again, today's promo code is Sorrento, and you can enter the contest at chl.ca/Memorial E-Cup. The shots on the board showing 20 for the Otters, Brandon, you can see the tidal wave that has hit Jones in the St. John net, and yet this game is still not over.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing Brendan Hoffman isn't afraid to do, is that's throwing the puck on net.
Jam up in front of the Erie goal. Kotkov knocks the puck loose for Wada. Kotkov diving. Jack Duff will save that one. Back up front, they score. Drouard on the play around the back of the net. Gets it just to the side of the goal, and it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, that was just tremendous by the Sea Dogs there, using their top line. And this is where Bizot really has to buckle down here. He was down by 2, and now he gets an early one, so he gives him plenty of time to tie this one up.
So now if you're Brandon Hoffman, it's got to be getting a little bit tighter for you here.
Especially if you were watching the last game right before this one, too. You know it doesn't take much to get a lead in this tournament.
Kotkov to Watt. To the backhand, they tied the game from 3 goals down. Riley Bizot scores 3 in a row of his own.
Yeah, and that was just a tremendous goal by Joshua Waugh. After taking the feed from Kotkov, you could see here on the replay, he just juked the goaltender, got Aiden Campbell to bite and go too far over on the one side before pulling it back on his backhander, and that will tie this one up.
And what a start to the third period. 2 fast goals. And I don't think we've seen this yet in the tournament. Campbell has gotten the hook. Murphy's coming in.
Yeah, this is the first goalie pull in the tournament, as it looks like Brendan Hoffman seen enough out of Aiden Campbell on this one and tries to get some fresh blood and maybe get a little bit momentum into his club right now.
Wow, okay. Big move for Brandon Hoffman, and we'll see if it pays off. As Yetman up ahead. We're all tied up at 4. And Chad Yetman's line has done a lot of the damage so far in the tournament for the Otters. Puck stripped away. Sea Dogs looking up and out of the zone. Drouard can't find it. Drysdale to Swankler. Look for Galad. Instead, it's Kotkov going the other way. Kotkov in trouble along the left wing boards. Spins, feeds Drouard. Save made by Murphy. Puck to the side of the net, and he'll spill it out for Drysdale. Yetman up for Swankler. Swankler tries to pull to the middle. Ran into too much traffic. Galad going low after it. Sees it around the back of the net. Now played to Kotkov. Waugh out of his own territory for Kotkov. Ran into the check of Galad. Waugh pulls wide. Now regains the puck. Kotkov low. It'll be played off the end boards. Taken right back by Duff, now to Fowler and out. Fowler works his way loose. Taken right back by Jamie Poirier. Up for Burns. He has trouble. Rude will take. 11:40 left in the third. And right now, the Sea Dogs showing a lot of momentum. McDougall, though, steals. Duff has a breakaway chance. Instead, he'll feed on, and it hit too many sticks on the way through. Couldn't be taken in front. Duff turns ahead again. Charges to the left wing corner. Works out high. Kyrou. Back for Duff for the drive. That one blockered aside. Here's Sproul out top. Feeds McDougall in front. Couldn't connect. Duff from the top. Tried to play on there, and it'll be taken along and out as Kotkov will play for Burns. 8:20 to go. Burns to the side of the net. Feeds out front, and Savoy couldn't get a stick on it. Kyrou. Up ahead, Hoffman. Right wing side. Through the pressure. Hoffman out front. Couldn't get it cleanly to a teammate. And McDonald will start out. Back and forth we go here in the third period. Brandon, this next goal is so huge.
Oh, it's going to be pivotal, Reed.
Hoffman played it all along the line. Bizot will take. On to Leonard for Bizot. Leonard for Rude, stepping down, poked away before he could make a pass. Leonard keeps it onside for Bizot. He scores! Riley Bizot has scored 4 in a row.
Wow, just unbelievable. Riley Bizot uses himself to score to give himself a 1-goal lead after it looked like in the second period this was going to be all Erie Otters. He stormed back with a couple of uh, big saves using the goaltender, and now he's just clicking offensively. It looks like the goalie change isn't working out so far for Brennan Hoffman.
So now Brennan Hoffman is going to be under pressure with 4:49 to go. Drover playing on for McCallum. Now Drover works ahead, and there's a penalty coming to the Otters. Oh, this is tough timing for Hoffman, and it's a game of keep away for the Sea Dogs. Lawrence pickpocketed by Kishnick. 3:15 to go. It's a penalty for charging as Cohen heads off, and Brendan Hoffman is going to need something here shorthanded.
Yeah, exactly. This is not the best time to take a penalty. Desperately needing a goal, and time is a huge factor right now in this game.
At the very least, he needs a clean penalty kill, but if he could get something shorthanded here, it would be huge. As Swankler working wide, centers. Yetman couldn't get it cleanly through the crowd. Waugh turns. He'll stride on. Ran into trouble. Puck stolen. And he'll turn it back himself. Drouard steps into the offensive zone, works wide. Down to the corner, plays out top. Innes, his chance, turned aside. Murphy will hang on. Minute 54 to go. 39 seconds left in the power play. And at what point does Brendan Hoffman start thinking about getting Murphy to the bench?
Yeah, you got to think he's got to think about doing that soon.
All the way around back of the goal. And that one turned aside as Fowler centered it. Sproul at the line. Walks wide. Now we're back to even in full 5-on-5. Sproul out of the corner. Tried to turn it in front. That one will be taken aside and played ahead for Drouard. Drouard on the left wing side. Had Reynolds with him, but he dropped it all the way back for Villeneuve in his own end. Bizot goes wide. Plays it on. Villeneuve trying to break through the crowd. Centers. They score. Drouard picks it up. It's 5 unanswered for the St. John Sea Dogs.
Yeah, this has got to be a great feeling right now if you're Riley Bizot. With just a remarkable play, feeds it across in a nifty pass that finds the back of that. And now a little bit of breathing room, but Rita, as we just saw in the last game, Dylan Champagne scored 2 goals in 20 seconds in the last minute of the game to win it in regulation. So now the pressure is on the Erie Otters and Brennan Hoffman to repeat that if he wants to win this game.
Well, if he wants to take it to overtime at this point, 33 seconds to go. Pressure is on as Brendan Hoffman needs a pair. Selin to Hoffman. Spinorama plays it ahead. D'Amato works it wide. Stolen by Villeneuve. Up ahead, Bizot into the offensive end. Kishnick knocks it loose to Morton. Now Selin up for D'Amato. D'Amato tried to make his way through the crowd, and that's taken by Kishnick. D'Amato into the offensive end, but it's down to 6 seconds. This would be a massive comeback from 3 goals down, and Riley Bizot scores 5 unanswered to win the game, win the Siltos division, and head to the Final Four. St. John takes the last spot, and we'll be right back to wrap it up after this.
Hello, Instagram. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go. Run wild. I'm on a mission and I won't stop. No destination, but it's worth a shot. You gotta let me go. You gotta let me go.
Welcome back to the Memorial E-Cup presented by Kia. And what a finish to the night. The division championships have all been decided. Riley Bizot, a comeback win, and he's now the Celtos division champion and standing by with our Brendan Scott.
Riley Bizot, welcome to the broadcast and congratulations on your huge victory. And wow, what a comeback. How exactly are you feeling right now?
Pretty surprised, to be honest. I didn't think I was going to win it after being down 4-1, but I feel good.
Yeah, tell me, what exactly happened there? Did you just regroup yourself mentally when you were down 4-1 and then you just kind of stormed the gates?
I just kind of thought I had to go for it, being down 3 going into the third, and started to score a bunch, I guess, yeah.
And now heading into the semifinals, how does that feel? Did you expect to make it this far into the tournament?
No, not really. It feels pretty good making to the Final Four, though, for sure.
And tell me about this game. It really feels like a momentum swing. So we're back and forth. Were you nervous at all?
Yeah, at the start of the game, and then being down 4-1, I kind of thought I was out of it, but started to get some bounces.
Tell me about the double pad stack move. It seems that's your signature move with the goaltender.
Yeah, I do it pretty regularly when I'm playing, so just comes natural.
Awesome. Thank you, Riley, for joining me on the broadcast. And again, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
The Final Four is now decided, Brandon. It is the Telluride Division champion, Medicine Hat Tigers, who will square off with the Sorrento Division champion, Mississauga Steelheads. And on the other side of the bracket, the Stinger Division champion, Acadie Bathurst Titan, will take on the Celtos Division champion, St. John Sea Dogs. Each of those matchups will be 2 out of 3 finals, and we'll do them on back-to-back nights. The Final Four is going to be just fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be really intriguing now that it's a best of 3. I feel like you could really see some guys take a little bit of chances knowing that there's going to be another game to make up for it.
Well, tomorrow night, the Final Four begins. It is the Telluride champs, Medicine Hat Tigers, led by Lucas Fejkovsky. They'll be taking on the Sorrento Division champion, Mississauga Steelheads, led by Ty Collins. Best 2 out of 3. And we'll be here to take you through all the action. For my broadcast partner, Brandon Scott, and everybody who made this broadcast possible, I'm Reed Duffy. Thanks for tuning in, and be with us again tomorrow night for the first of our semifinals at the Memorial E-Cup, presented by Kia.
Yeah.